Oh, hello. I didn't see you there. I tend not to pay attention to the poor. Well, I guess I can help with the help. I like to do charity. And I can give you a nice tour of my luxury rich bitch studio. Come on, come on. Now, as you can see that this is a handmade Duchess chair. Yes, it's handmade, and my pillow. Don't mind that little scuffle there. I have my genuine printer. It only cost $2,000. I know. It was only chunk change, as they say. Here are the stickers. I organized them by little sections. All the little stickers that I have, merchandise, yes. And my little cutter. This is made out of a shark's tooth, excuse me. So it's very sharp, yes, indubitably. This is my iPad Pro that I use. Don't look at the messages. But this one hasn't even come out yet, and it is the new iPad 13 Pro. Thank you. Got my pens here. They're running out of ink. I have to ask my secretary. Where's my secretary? Fetch me a sparkling water. A delinquent. Disgusting. Oh, so sorry. I have many of these Telfar bags. This is my table Telfar bag. Yes, indubitably. These are my little organizers that I got all the way from New York. Yes, these are made out of the tears and suffering of the poor. And over right here where I keep my ink, genuine ink. It costs about $3,000 for the ink. And over here, this is where I keep my organizations. Have some, these are donating to the poor because they're not the correct sizes or colors. Some thread that I like to, this is how I package my things. I love to be eco-friendly. Go green. And some of my envelopes made out of recycling paper. And what are you doing? Ma'am, you are supposed to be on the clock. You're fired. Anyway. And these are my little shelves. Yes, I did also had these handmade as well. It's not plastic. No, it's actually recycled plastic, so it's something poor people can't afford. Well, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you for coming to a Rich Bitches studio tour. I hope you all enjoy and have fun in unemployment. Ta-ta! Okay, but in all seriousness, I'm gonna show you guys who I truly am. I should do the dramatic thing like in movies when the ugly girl takes off her glasses, but it's like the rich bitch takes off her glasses and shows that she's unemployed too. Can't we all get along? Coexist. This is hot. Jesus. Okay. But no, I'll actually give you guys an actual, it's a really small studio, but for small businesses that are starting out, I figured I might as well show you what is like essential to get when you first start your business. So let's start. So if you plan on selling physical prints of your merchandise, you definitely need a scale to weigh all of your packages. Not even the packages, but just the materials themselves. That's like super essential. I got this from Target for I think about $17. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm pretty sure you can find this cheaper somewhere else. I just got what was the most convenient for me at the moment. This is a cutter not made out of shark's teeth. I don't even know if they have that. Anyway, but I got a smaller one, not because it works better for me, but because it's cheaper for me. And honestly, I recommend getting a bigger one. It just gets annoying when you're trying to cut a paper that's like 8.5 by 11 and it's not that long to do that. But I mean, it still gets the job done. Worst comes to worst, you can just use scissors. Some other things that I have are like a ruler, which LOL. A ruler, which you can probably get at like Dollar Tree or Five Below. It's super inexpensive. I think I've had this since high school, so I really don't know how much this one costs. It's not that important. Tape is essential to tape things down, LOL. Scissors as well. And here's some things. I think I'm also gonna go into like some stuff that was not helpful for me after a while. This roller cutter, which I thought was gonna be super helpful, but my stickers, let me show you. My stickers have very unique shapes. They're die cut, so it kind of makes it difficult to like use this. I thought it was going to be helpful when I first started, and I think I only used this probably once or twice, so I don't recommend unless you have like a lot of circly ones, or just depending on like, you know, what type of stickers you have. Will depend if you need this or not. And then also this X-Acto knife. I thought I was really going to need this. I've seen a few YouTubers use this before. And what I would do is that I will use one of these, but I originally got the strongest one. And if you're printing stickers, I don't recommend getting the strongest one because it's very difficult to not only cut on here, but it's difficult to peel the stickers off. So this one, I believe, is the lightest one. It's the blue one, which worked, but then I just realized I like using scissors more. I like having more control. It's just a pain to get off of these. It might be my sticker paper, and I know that there is like sticker cutters, but they're super expensive right now, and I'm still really small, so I don't want to invest in that right now. This one's the standard, and this one's the hard grip. This is like made for clothing, so that's why this one's like the messiest one. It has a strong grip, that mighty grip, you feel me? Okay, so these are all of the packaging that I have. These are a 9 by 12. I always forget. No. It's 9 by 11. 9 by 11, and I got the ones that are kind of difficult to bend. I'm trying to bend it right now, just because when I send the prints over, I don't want them to get distorted or anything like that. These are tote bags. I'm making tote bags soon, so stay tuned. I'm also gonna make a video for that too. And I have smaller ones. These I believe are 6 by 8. Yep, they're 6 by 8. And I have a shit ton of these. But like I got them from Mailers USA. Also, everything that I have I can put in a description. But I got from Mailers USA, and they come in packs of 100, or I believe 100 is the lowest one that you can get. I got this from Home Goods. Honestly, if I was just patient enough and went to Michael's or some arts craft store, I could have got a cheaper one. This one I spent $60, and I saw it at Michael's for 30. So really do your research. I'm just an impulsive buyer. And then I also have different papers. I have different paper weights, the weight of the paper. I'm not sure the exact word for it, but the strongest one I have is 110. You can't really tell on here, but it's 110 for that one. This one I got from Amazon, and it said it was gonna be 110, but it's actually a lot more flimsy than 110. So that was a lie. And I ended up getting these papers from Staples. Also, I guess the bad thing about this is that it easily falls apart, and I feel like for $60 you shouldn't. But also it's a lot of paper in here, so I guess that makes sense. And then I just have regular standard paper, and I use this for more printing receipts or shipping labels. I tape my shipping labels down because that's like the cheapest option for me right now. I have my sticker paper. Use this for You get them from Online Labels. These are the ones that I use for your notepad or something. I don't really know what I'm saying. And then I have also the stickers that are like waterproof. These are like the standard ones. These are a lot more expensive. You're basically paying like $1 per paper for these. Water resistant, sorry. So I only use these for like really commission orders. I don't really use these for my shop because they're so expensive. And then I also have, because I'm making the tote bags, so I got these, so I'm gonna iron them on, which I'm excited and also kind of nervous about because I don't know my capabilities, but we're gonna see. Now these are I put my prints in these plastic bags, which I don't like using these plastic bags. I was researching and I just found out literally yesterday a way that you can have these wax papers that are water resistant to put your prints in. And I think once all of these are done, that's what I'm gonna do, because I want to stay away from plastic. But I have different sizes: 4x6, 5x7, 8x10, and I think a 12x18 are the ones that I have. Yeah, these are the 8x10 and the 12x18. But yeah, at first I didn't know, but now I know, so please don't attack me. I just started. And then these are, oh my gosh, these are some tissue paper that I used to wrap my prints in tissue paper, and I don't use these anymore. I use this material now, just because I kind of like I like earth tones, and I like more of that like recycled look. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be a good thing or not, but blah blah blah. Anyway, so this is what I have, and I kind of just like keep these from presents, or you know, anything that comes in the mail, and I save them just in case. And I also use them for photo shoots for my stickers and stuff, so that's also what I do. I want to show you guys, this is the new print. A lot of people like this one on Instagram. It's like the Crush Anatomy. So this one's gonna be on my shop, and this one I had to print at a printer place because my printer is not that big to print this, and I'm gonna go in more details about that later. And then this is probably the biggest investment I had, was the printer. I think I paid about $150. I tried to repress how much I spent. Anyway, so I used the Epson printer. I kind of asked somebody at Staples which one would be the best printer for me. And I used a lot of bright colors, a lot of bright, vibrant colors. And it is an inkjet printer. It's not a laser one, even though laser ones have better qualities. I found my way around it because laser ones are extremely expensive, and the ink is also expensive as well. And I kind of figured out and played with the settings a little bit so I can still have really good quality print. My most important baby is this iPad Pro. I use this all the time, and this was the most expensive thing. You do not have to start off with an iPad Pro, but I was just fortunate enough at the time. I worked at Apple, and I was able to get this for an extremely low price at the time. So if I didn't work at Apple, I would not be able to afford it, and I'll probably use like a Wacom tablet or something else. And I also have the Generation 2 pen because I have the iPad Pro, so that's the only pencil that works with it. And this is, out of all the pencils I have used, this is literally my favorite one. When I first started, I used boxes to organize my stuff until I made a little bit more to be able to buy organizers like the drawer that I had, or like even the, I don't even know what these are called, but like even these little things, these trays, all these things that you don't have to invest in right away. I definitely recommend please using what you have at first, especially if you do not have any following or not a strong following of supporters that are going to buy stuff from you, because the last thing you want to do is put yourself in so much debt, and then it takes such a long time to come out of that debt, or you might not even come out, because like that's the scary part of like starting a business. And Also starting in the middle of a pandemic, not knowing like if anybody's gonna buy your stuff. But one of the things I will say that I regret is honestly, I wish I didn't get a printer so quickly. I wish I got it now than later. I guess the good thing about it is that I learned how to operate with the ink printer to adjust the settings better so that my prints came out with like a stronger quality. Actually, I can show you an example. Okay, so this one is obviously a size difference, but this is the one that went in the settings of Epson. I used it as I think cardstock, and if you can see, let me put it closer. If you can see, that is not as bright. And then once I change it to act like if it was a photo, if I was printing on a photo, you can see like the saturation, and you don't see those small little holes anymore. It's like really just like what Epson is known for printing photos. So once I switched to that setting by accident, actually, it worked really well. Like you can just see the night and day. And I guess another positive thing about having a printer is that I'm able to print stickers, and it's really difficult to find a place that will print the stickers for you and the cuts that you want. Like if you want it in a circle or a square, you can probably find a ton of online sites that will be able to print that for you. But I knew that I wanted to like have all these funky shapes and all this stuff. So I knew that I had to use my own printer for that, and also use sticker paper. In some places, like I go to a place that's in West Philly that prints stuff for you, and it's really nice and really convenient. It's not like a Staples, it's like a small business shop. It would depend if they could use my paper, and I just didn't want to waste my time like that so much, so I just got my own. And the ink itself, since I can even show you. Since I use Epson, I use color a lot, and I have like two blacks left that I haven't even used, and the one that's in the printer right now is not even done. So when I pay for the color, it's about $35 each time, which is still expensive because this will last for about probably half of my inventory. It's because of so much color I use. And then again, if you're an artist that uses a lot of pastel colors or black and white colors, you probably won't go through it as much as I do. But like just the print that I showed you with the leg, it's an orange leg that's gonna take a lot of ink. And that's just like the style that I choose and the price that I pay. But if you plan on making stickers and you can't afford a printer, but you have other mediums that you can use, whether that's by hand or making digital prints or anything else, I recommend starting off with that first, and then moving on to making products that require your own printer, just because it is really expensive. And starting off with my business, I spent I'm crying. I spent like $700, which to a lot of people is not a lot, but I'm 23, I'm in a pandemic, and I lost my job as soon as I got like my first like big boy job when I got out of college as a videographer, and it just all went away. And so when unemployment is unstable and you're not fully sure what your income is going to look like, $700 is a lot. But $700 is also like, I don't know, $700 to start a business is actually extremely cheap. I would say start with what you have, and the most important thing to be able to sell your products is just to be consistent, and also constantly market or show your products often, because people do forget like what you have in your shop, and not every day somebody's gonna log on like your social media page and see that, you know, from 3 weeks ago you posted this sticker or something like that. Like people will forget about it. So just like finding ways to like bring it back into like people's memories, and definitely be patient. It took a week for me to get my first order. And for some people it takes longer, for some people it takes shorter, but be patient and be consistent with it. Like, promise yourself like 3 months that you're really gonna put your all into it. Yeah, that's my little studio. Please let me know if you have any questions. Comment them down and I'll try my best to respond to them. Or if you would like for me to go more in depth about a different video. This is my first video, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I will see y'all next time. All right, thanks for watching.